Good morning everyone and a very warm welcome to our presentation. Today, my group and I are excited to present on the topic of management principle and practice, specifically looking at it through the lens of course code ADS460. Moving forward, this is our table of content which outlines the key destination we will be covering in our presentation. First, we will start with the introduction. Second, decision making in a company. Third, we will discuss leadership. Fourth, management trend and issue. And fifth, we will summarize our main point in the conclusion. Next, let us introduce our company. We are the Glue Agency Sendirian Berhad. Our tagline is connecting ideas, building futures. Just like glue holds things together, our agency specializes in connecting brilliant ideas and turning them into stable, sustainable futures for our client. Let me introduce the key individual behind our operation. I am NURUL ATHIRA as a Chief Officer. Next, SITI NURAISYAH as a General Manager. Afiq Naqiuddeen as a Financial Manager and NURUL as the Administration Manager. Now, let's take a look at our company overview. Our mission is the engine of our daily operation. We make sure that the company becomes success by leading them and solve their problem, especially about the quality and systematic of the company itself. Our vision to become leading and trusted partner for businesses worldwide, recognized for our ability to transform complex problems into effectiveness and sustainable solutions. Moving on to the next section, let's look at our client's company background. For this project, our client is Boeing. To give you a quick overview, the Boeing company is a major American multinational corporation and stands as one of the world's largest aerospace companies. Their core businesses involve designing, manufacturing, and selling commercial jetliners, defense products, satellites, and space systems. They are also as a top defense contractor and the primary competitor to Airbus. Their vision is simple yet powerful: to be the best aerospace company in the world. Their mission is to connect, protect, explore, and inspire the world through aerospace innovation. This clear direction is what makes them a global leader in the industry.
Assalamualaikum everyone, my name is Siti NURAISYAH and I'm going to talk about decision making. Let's talk about the definition of decision making. Decision making is a formal process that involves multiple fields and focus on choosing the best action based on engineering data, risk analysis and the company's goals. When we have a big decision to make, we cannot look at it from just one angle only. We use a structured process to make sure we are seeing the whole picture of the goals that we need to achieve. So we go through to the importance of decision making. First, it helps us to achieve goals. It means like managers make decision to choose the best course that help organization achieve the objective efficiently. Second one is build leadership. Effective decision can reflect strong leadership and also help manager gain trust and confidence from their employees. Next is it drive innovation and growth to the company. It is because strategic decision encourage new ideas, innovation and explanation, which is it good for the long-term success. The last one is improve efficiency. The good decision ensure the optimal use of resources, including the money and manpower and so on. Now, let's take a look at a real case study that happened in Boeing's company, which is the tragedy of 737 MAX airplane that crashed and the manufacturing headlines that follow, the company is facing a brutal problem. Actually, Boeings are stuck between two different paths in this tragedy. The first path is all about playing a long game. It means spending massive amount of money to fix their internal culture, and it's talking about like a better training, slower and stricter inspection, and letting their engineers. It's cost a lot because it's too expensive, and it slows everything down, but it is the only way to win the public trust back. The second part is the pressure of the right now, which is Boeing has lost a billions of their money, which is investors are pushing them to speed up the production, protect their profit margins, and get the stock price back as quickly as possible, as soon as possible. Like, this is where the framework we talk about becomes so vital. If you ask industry analysts, Boeing's survival doesn't depend on how they can fix their stock price. It actually depends on whether leadership has the courage to prioritize engineering disciplinary over earning profits. Next case study is Boeing is dealing with getting their new planes approved by regulators, especially planes like the Max 7, Max 10, and 777X. So right now, Boeing executives are having intense pressure from their airlines customer, which is other airlines company. Airlines company have ordered like 1,000 of these planes. They are planned their schedule around them, and every month the planes are delayed and airlines lose money. So the other company from Boeing is Airbus. Airbus got the chance to steal their clients, which is other airlines company from the Boeings. So the leadership was in a stuck situation. Like they don't know what to do. Like they need to push aggressively to save their business and keep Airbus from taking their clients, or just accept their painful financial loss, or let the inspector take all the time they need. Related to the current decision making problems that Boeing face, they have the finance team that yelling to them because they're losing like a billions of money. They also have the engineering team that say they more 2 years to get the software right, and you also have the legal team that panicking about the government finance. So to solve that problem, we can use a tool called a multi-criteria decision model. It sounds like fancy, but we all use a version of this in our everyday lives. The model forces everyone to put their cards on the table and assign weight to what matters most. Which one is the more important? This model does the heavy lifting, balance the pros and cons. It also showing people the path that give us the best overall balance. It also have a human leadership team make a balanced, clear-head choice based on the data and logic.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afiq Naqiuddeen. In this part, I will talk about leadership in organization. To begin our discussion, let's define what leadership actually looks like in a high-stakes corporate environment. Using Boeing as our main client, leadership isn't just about giving orders. It is the ability to direct and influence multidisciplinary teams towards strategic goals. In the aerospace industry, this means balancing operational excellence with rigorous safety and ethical standards. The impact of this leadership on team success cannot be overstated. It essentially dictates the psychological safety of the workplace. Effective leadership builds trust, where open communication allows teams to catch errors early. On the flip side, poor leadership creates an environment of fear and rigid pressure. When psychological safety is destroyed, teams tend to hide mistakes to avoid blame, which eventually leads to catastrophic operational failure. Moving to specific challenges, let's look at autocratic leadership. This is a style where the leader holds complete power, makes all decisions unilaterally, and demands strict compliance. While this might seem efficient in a crisis, it often creates a long-term friction. As you can see from the visual here, autocratic leaders rely solely on their own convictions. They rarely solicit suggestions from the opinions of their subordinates. This top-down approach can stifle innovation and leaves employees feeling undervalued. To understand the dangers of autocratic leadership, we can look at the tragic history of Boeing during the 737 MAX development, where the company shifted from an engineering first to one of compliance first. To counter the issues of autocracy, we look at more modern approaches, which are democratic and transformational leadership. Democratic leadership is about inclusivity by inviting team members to contribute to the decision-making process. The team's voice directly shapes the outcome, which can increase the engagement because people feel ownership over their work. Transformational leadership, however, goes a step further. These leaders focus on inspiring and motivating teams by uniting them under a shared vision. Instead of just managing daily tasks, they drive positive change and help individual team members grow. This approach is proven to drive innovation, build high levels of trust, and significantly reduce employee turnover by preventing burnout. And finally, let's look at real-world consequence of leadership failure, the Volkswagen diesel emission scandal. Volkswagen installed software to cheat emission tests, affecting millions of vehicles. The core flaw here was a leadership culture that prioritized market dominance over ethics and compliance. So, how did they overcome this? It required a total leadership overhaul. Longtime CEO Martin Winterkorn resigned immediately, and new leadership under Matthias Müller and later Herbert Diess took over. Most importantly, the leadership tone shifted toward accountability and transparency. They had to rebuild their global reputation by moving away from a culture of winning at all costs to one rooted in ethical responsibility. This proved that while bad leadership can ruin a company, a change in the approach can set the path for recovery.
First, I will explain about the management trends. One of the main trends is digital transformation and artificial intelligence, which is AI. Boeing and many aerospace companies use automation or artificial intelligence to improve manufacturing process, reduce mistakes, and increase efficiency. Besides that, safety culture improvement is also important because aircraft safety directly impacts the customer and also the company reputation. Another trend is building a sustainable supply chain to improve the material and aircraft component can be safely delivered and also doesn't faces a major disruption. Lastly, Human Center also focusing on employee well-being, communication, and also teamwork to improve employee and job satisfaction. This management trend is important because they help the company to achieve higher efficiency, better safety, and also quality. So when the employee work in the safer company, they feel safe and also well-being. Next, I will discuss about the key trends in the aerospace company. The first key trend is AI and automation. So the company using AI or advanced technology to help them to automate inspection and production quality. This helps to reduce human error and allow faster production. Another important trend is safety enhancement, where the company continuously improves aircraft safety and maintain procedure and improve reliability. Supply chain recovery also important because many companies experience delays and shortages after COVID-19 pandemic. However, Boeing also faced challenge and risks. One major challenge is aircraft safety issue, which can affect the customer confidence and damage the company's reputation. Another problem is supply chain disruption. Delaying receiving aircraft can actually slow down the production. Boeing also faced financial risks, which is due to high operational costs and intense competition in the aerospace industry. Besides that, employee burnout also happen when workers experience stress, anxiety, and feel unconfident with the company itself. So to solve this issue, our company, which is the Blue Agency, Sdn Bhd, is hub to improve aircraft safety, reduce manufacturing effect, and strengthen supply chain and also improve employee well-being. So we propose several solutions to help Boeing. So first of all is AI Smart Inspection System. This system can actually detect where the defect during the aircraft production, and it also remove human error. So the second solution that we propose is the supplier risk of monitoring platform, which we can track the supplier performance and also help to reduce the delays. The third solution is the employee safety and also training. This helps them to reduce burnout and having employee that well-being. Lastly, we propose the predictive maintenance of the production, because we can predict the aircraft more earlier so that we can fix our problem more earlier than we can. This can improve the aircraft safety.
To wrap things up, Boeing is facing isn't just an engineering problem, and it isn't just a financial problem. It's a leadership challenges. By taking these steps, they can finally start earning back their trust of regulators and, most importantly, the millions of people who step onto their planes every single day. It gives them a way to stabilize their factors and build a culture where doing things right matters more than doing things fast. Okay, that's all from us. Thank you for listening.